Hey guys, so I figured a way around things and now I can actually put out some longer vlogs that actually mean something to me instead of just kind of like saying, "Hey guys, subscribe and watch my other videos." So today, I wanted to post a little more this week just so I could be like, "Hey guys, I'm here," but there have been a lot of things that have been going on, and I needed a little bit of time to process them. And right now, I'm at this point where I am just so pissed. Like, literally, I've worked my butt off to secure myself financially and like get myself settled with a car, a place to stay, and all that jazz, and to keep my GPA up and like in a good place. And I feel like throughout all the work that I've been doing, I've also been trying to advocate for change in my school's theater department because for those of you who don't know, I'm not gonna like put names and schools out there because just like you can do your research. Like, I'm not gonna do all that. But I go to school for theater, and the school that I go to, it is a BA program. So it's not just theater. I have to take all types of classes, which in itself is hard because some of the gen eds here are ridiculous, and some of the professors are, they shouldn't be teaching. Like, they just shouldn't. And on top of that, the population at the school the majority is white. Let's just put it like that. And a lot of the things that are done at the theater or are catered to white kids. And for anyone who watches this and who goes here and who feels like they have 20 other cents to put in, I'm not speaking just off of the fact that I haven't been in any shows since I've been here, and it's going on 2 years. I'm about to go into my third year here. It's not just that, because you can see on our wall of shows over the past 20 plus years of the people who were cast as leads, and 99% of them are white. And when it comes to audition processes, the past couple of years, I've felt like I've been discriminated against. And I completely understand the aspect of how theater works. And I know that in the theater world, it is very based off of look and talent. And it's, and in some cases, some people prefer more looks over talent, and some people prefer talent over looks. And like, yeah, I get that is how it is in the real world. But if I'm being honest, this isn't the real world. This is my education. And so, like, things just need to change. And then it's like, the one thing that's really been bothering me this past week is I got my grades back, and I'm basically like, I was failing the like class. So all right, there's a class called practicum, and it's a 1 credit, and it's what you complete. So if you don't get if you get cast in a show, your practicum is being in the show. You get graded for that. If you are not cast in a show, then you have to pick a specific crew that helps work on the show in some aspect, whether it's building sets, painting things, sewing up things. For me, because my schedule was very all over the place and I need to work to support myself, I requested to do a 6-hour crew, which you do 6 hours a week, and then once the show is up, you have to perform some type of, duties during the show. Got the little, when you wear lip gloss and stuff and you get that little white line, whatever. And so I did box office, which I did as a work study last year, and then for the show I was doing hospitality, which, I enjoyed doing because it's not a hard job. It's easy to set up and stuff. And, some of the people are really nice, but not all of the people are nice. And so what really just kind of got to me is the fact that I got the grade that I got for practicum this semester over the fact that of the things that I've had to do in practicum, because it's not just, I don't think that they take into consideration that it's not just me, answering phones and, checking on stuff and selling tickets, or just, serving them drinks or giving them money. Like, it's different for me because I am Black, and because the majority of the people that come see the show are white old people, and not 90%, but a good majority of the people that there's me and another person, and we set up everything together, and then she hands them the candies and the drinks and stuff, and then I handle the change and money and all that. And so I've had people throw money at me, or not at me, but throw money on the desk in front of me. I've had people, just toss it in front of me. I've had people snatch money out of my hand. I've had people, I'll say, enjoy the show, or you're welcome, or they don't even say thank you. They just walk away. And it's disrespectful people like that just gets under my skin, and I don't get any credit for it, and I don't get any type of not that I want sympathy, but it's not easy handling these people. And I'm pissed because the fact that I have to put up with what I've had to put up and doing the work that I've been doing, and I do work very well, but I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not. This is time that I could be using at another theater, furthering my career, or working to pay my bills, or spending more time with my friends and family, or, doing something creative, because I haven't had the creative mind or mindset since I've gotten here, because it's been so much. And it's most other schools don't require their students to do this much manual labor. And I feel like my school, not that I feel like they do have enough money, or they could have enough money to limit the amount of manual labor that students have to do. And I just feel like they don't want to do it. And they use the fact that it's an educational program and this is for our education and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, my education feels lacking. It feels like it's lacking. And I've spoken up, and a few things have changed, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And I feel like I'm wasting my time, and I have way too many loans. And so for anyone who wants to go into theater, or who wants to go into whatever field they want to go to, really consider your options for schools. And if you can get a full ride somewhere, take it. Because at the end of the day, you can always transfer somewhere else. You can, go there for 2 years, get your GPA super high, transfer somewhere else, get more money from, other places. Because I know sometimes fresh out of high school, the high school grades, they be a little, or the SAT scores my SAT scores were not great. My grades in school were great, but my SAT scores were terrible because I'm not good at taking tests. But if you have the opportunity to not have loans and still go to school, and you still want to go to school, I'd say take that over going to a school where you have to take out loans and it may not work out for you. And especially as a theater major, a lot of programs, if you transfer into it, you have to start all over again. A lot of them don't accept other school credits, because there have been people that have left my school and came back because their credits didn't transfer, or they, came in we got transfer students. Wow, I'm talking a lot really fast and I just confused myself. Or we get new transfer students, and a lot of their old credits from other schools didn't transfer. So now they have to, take extra classes on top of the regular, full load that we have, because we're not a BFA program. And I feel like, oh, somebody lost their hat. That sucks. I feel like my biggest frustration with the school is that it is a BA program, And so on top of everything we have to do at the theater, we also have a lot of homework that we have to do outside of our theater courses and stuff. And then on top of that, for students like me who pay bills and who have to work, like, it's not easy, and it's stressful, and it's hard, and it's very, what's the word? It's very discouraging when I go to audition and I don't get in anything simply because, you know, and I'll once, because I don't want to say too much about the audition stuff, because that's something that I am in the works of writing a letter to my faculty about, because there's no reason that some of these people are continuously getting cast over, not over just me, but over people in this department. And I feel like, no, not feel like, I know for a fact that some of these auditions and whatever, the process just isn't right, and it's not okay. And if you want to be real, this is an educational program. Wow, I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. But this is an educational program, which means that everyone should have a fair opportunity, and it doesn't feel like that. And it shows. And the last thing that I want is to, you know, in my 4 years here and not have been cast in anything. And I know that, you know, it's just whatever, it's a theater program, but I came here for theater, so I'll be darned if I'm not doing theater here at all. Like, that for me is a waste of my money, a waste of my tuition, a waste of my time. And then on top of that, it's like I had to like step out of the theater just now, because it was getting to me that people were throwing money at me. This one guy like snatched the change out of my hand, and he didn't even say thank you. He just took his money and left. Some people don't even look at me. Or this one lady, instead of coming over and handing the money to me, she handed it to the girls over at that were giving them the candy, and then the girls handed the money to me. And then on top of that, I have, you know, the nice patrons ask me like, oh, what's your major? You know, were you in any of these shows? Are you in the next show? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm not. And I should be. I should be in something, you know, even if it's as an understudy, but it's not, like, personally, yes, I do need work, which is why I came to college. But I don't think I'm bad. Like, I don't think that some of these people that are getting cast are that much better than me, because at the end of the day, most of these performances and stuff, you have rehearsal to get better for. And I feel like when I went to go talk to the person who I just did an audition for, I felt like they were looking for performance ready, or not performance, like, he's quote unquote opening night ready performance, opening night auditions is what he was looking for. He was looking for an opening night performance in the auditions, and that's not what it should be, because you have rehearsals to get to opening night performance. And if they're really trying to give more people opportunities and all that jazz, then shows need to be different. They do. They need to start catering to people who aren't white. Because if you're not gonna cast people in non-traditional white roles, then you need to change the shows, because all the shows are white. And then if you're not going to do that, then offer more opportunities, or let us be able to go outside. Like, we're not allowed to go out to other theaters and audition during the school year and you know, be a part of that because of our commitments here at the theater. And I think that's stupid. I think it is. And I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm just tired, and I've worked my butt off doing the things that I've been doing to, you know, for my career and for myself. And at this point, it's not even just me being tired, it's frustration of having to do this. Like, I shouldn't have to fight with administration and staff and faculty for things that I'm paying for. Like, I just shouldn't have to. And, you know, it's not easy, and it's a lot happening in this world right now outside of, like, my life in school that has to do with race. And so, no, racism is not over. No, yes, it still happens. Yes, yes, I am experiencing, whoa. Yes, I am experiencing, it's not sounding right in my head. Yes, I am going through feeling like we're in a different time zone, or like we're back in the 60s or 40s or whatever. Like, I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm in a 2019 society, because the things that were happening back then that were supposedly changed and that we had supposedly gotten away from are still happening. And I grew up very quiet and kept to myself for a very long time, because I was bullied for a very long time, and I didn't feel like I could speak out. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And now that I'm older and I've grown and I've been through things, I have a lot that I want to say, and I have a lot of things that I will not stand for. And having to put up with the things that I've had to put up with at this school, it's not fair. It's not. And I know it's life. But also, I don't know. It's like it shouldn't have to happen, and I shouldn't have to, be that person that has to go above people's heads, or go to, go and have meetings and send out emails and do all this extra stuff that should already have been taken care of from the jump. Because I'm not the first person to have thought of this stuff. I'm not the first person that have probably spoke out about this stuff. But I will be the first person, if needed, to change the stuff. Because if not, then I don't have any problems changing my major. I don't know what I'd change it to, but I'm not going to waste my money and drop out of college when I'm already halfway done. And I'm also not going to stay in a program that is mentally not okay for me. And on top of that, just isn't right. It just isn't right. And oh my God, this is almost 20 minutes. I apologize for how long this is, but I really hope that you guys stayed and listened to what I had to say, because this is real and it's happening. And if you are experiencing the same thing or something similar, or if you go to my school and you feel the same way or you understand, speak up. Because the more of us that speak up against them and bring it to their attention and constantly putting it in their face, something's going to have to change. If we're just talking about it amongst ourselves and complaining about it to ourselves and our family or whatever, nothing's going to happen. They're not going to change, because they're going to think that they're doing fine, that they're not doing anything wrong. And yes, change doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen slowly, but you have to put a fire under them so they can make that change. And if I have to be that person, I will. Because I pay way too much money. I have way too many loans to have to deal with some of the things that I am dealing with. So, I don't want this to reach 20 minutes, which it's already about to be. But thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you did watch it all the way through, please share this. I will, try and do more videos like this on other topics that I feel like need to be discussed. Maybe a little bit shorter, because I know how it is watching some of these long videos. If you really wanted to listen to this video and it's too long, speed it up. I might put that in a note in the beginning, because that's what I do. I turn it from normal speed to 1.25 and then get through the video in 10 minutes instead of 20. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and share this video. And if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them below. Feel free to, DM me on Instagram if you want to talk privately, or if you know me in person, we can always talk about it. I don't want this to get to 20 minutes, so thank you guys. See you later.